I couldn't be more proud to share that eXp is going to allow myself and every member of my team an opportunity that was never before heard of.
And we are live and direct. What's going on, Facebook world? I am super excited about the guest that we're going to have on today that I'm going to bring you. This is, I've been waiting a long time for this announcement, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the button here that's going to reveal the secret guest that we have here. Torry, McJunkins, the city team with Kara, and we're going to bring her other partner in crime in here in a minute. And I'm just excited to have you guys aboard. Welcome to eXp. How you feeling?
Oh, we are so excited. We couldn't be happier.
That's awesome. You guys are doing business in the city, but by the beach. You guys got to have a beach in your city. That's just awesome.
Yes, we love the Edgewater Beach House. It's right in our neighborhood. It's a great place to meet clients and share our passion about Cleveland neighborhoods.
I love it. I love it. So, hey, what a whirlwind the last 60 days has been, but we're here. You got the new eXp signs up on, or stickers, I should say, on your signs. Signs are all switched out. Cards on order. I know that it's totally chaotic and crazy and everything, but before we get into, I want to ask you just about your story. I mean, where you came from and how you even got into this. I call this the crazy, awesome business of real estate because it can be crazy, but it's awesome, and we all have choices, and we choose to be in it because we're about serving people and helping people, and I know that we align with those same core values. But before we get into that, congratulations, Kara. Passed your test yesterday. Welcome to the club.
Thank you.
We just had another person pass their test today. I just found out. And so we got a lot of great people joining us, and I'm super excited about that. But Torry, man, we've known each other, it's been 10, 11 years, something like that. I can't even remember how we were introduced. It might have been through Jen Fagan. But tell me about how you got into this crazy business of real estate.
I got into real estate after growing up in a real estate family. My stepfather was a custom home builder, and I found myself frequently doing open houses for my allowance in junior high. And like any good teenager, I didn't follow mom and dad's advice and go straight into real estate. I went into the IT industry, which I loved for 15 years. But what became very obvious to me was that my love for the city of Cleveland and for being part of the story of its involvement and everything that we have going. I moved into downtown Cleveland 28 years ago, and when I was in the IT industry, I found myself spending more time in airports and planes and trains all over the country, and I was really missing out on the great things that were happening in my hometown. So that was my whole reason for entering the real estate market, so that I could share my passion about our city and all these amazing neighborhoods that 10 and 15 years ago, no one had even heard of. So now we've come so far, and it's just been such an exciting process.
I mean, I really can't agree with you more. I remember 20 years ago when I got my real estate license, Patty and I were engaged to be married. I bought my first property in Tremont. I don't even know if I told you that.
Oh, no, I don't think I heard that story.
Yeah. Got my first property. Unfortunately, that home burned to the ground. Nobody got hurt, thankfully, but we were watching this transformation happen, and I really was attracted to the city. I loved the whole Tremont, Ohio City, downtown, but that was before it was like what we see it today. Oh, yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I jumped off that train because a lot of my business was all coming from the suburbs, and I think that you kind of have to make a decision. You have to be an expert in that urban setting. Okay, because there's it's that culture, and plus, I mean, that's just about being the expert in the area, or suburbs. I ended up choosing suburbs and really grew my business in the suburbs of Cleveland, specifically on the west side. But what drew you to the city? I mean, you're a city girl. Everyone knows you, that you're the city team, you're the city expert. Everybody down there in Ohio City knows Torry McJunkins and the city team. Why is it that you chose to not only grow your business there, but you live there? You're a resident of Ohio City and the city.
Really, My first weekend living at Reserve Square downtown on East 12th and Superior, I knew before that weekend was over that I finally found where I belonged. Everything about the city, the excitement, the energy, and it was completely different there. And I've lived on the West Bank of the Flats. I've done the high-rise downtown living. I've lived in Tremont. I've lived in Ohio City. Gordon Square really took my heart because right now, here we are at the beach, and my house is simply at the top of the hill. And it's fantastic. Being a 5-minute walk, and then you have toes in the sand, walking to the movies, to groceries, to farmers markets, to some of the most amazing locally owned and independent businesses in the city of Cleveland. I'm just so proud to share my neighborhood with all of them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I mean, you know, I love going down there myself. I mean, seeing the city transform to what it's into. I love Cleveland. I know you love Cleveland. It's really like I threw one of our Rock and Restock, which was one of our events that we did for charity for the food bank. I had a bunch of my friends from out of town come in and visit for the concert, and they were blown away by this city. They weren't expecting what they saw. And I think that that's why, like, when people get a taste of what Cleveland is today, they're going to see what you saw. You know, you were seeing it 10, 15, 20 years ago. You know, now it's actually, you know, that T-shirt. What's that one? You need that T-shirt that says, I loved Cleveland before it was cool.
Right.
That's you.
28 years ago, there weren't a whole lot of people talking about moving into downtown Cleveland. And
no, they're all moving out, actually.
Yeah, they were. And, you know, having been here for all that time, you can't help when you live, work, and play in the same area, in the same 3.5-mile radius for oh God, nearly 30 years. I'm completely aging myself right now. But you can't help but have that experience and that passion for the city and be able to share it with other people that have fallen in love with the city. So I think that's one of the reasons why becoming a city expert has been such a natural fit for me, because I'm not selling, I'm sharing my love and my passion. And I think that comes through.
No, it absolutely does. So, you know, let's kind of dig into the city team. And then I want to find out, you know, I just want to ask some candid questions about why you decided to make this is a big deal. It's not like you hop around brokerages, you know, from week to week, year to year. I mean, this was a decision that you took seriously. But before we dig into that, tell us a little bit about, you know, your goals and what you specialize in, and what gets you up early and makes you just continuously just love this business of specifically helping people. I know that you dip into new developments and you got some far reaches into new construction and stuff like that. Just kind of give us your why somebody would want to call the city team to help them buy or sell a house in the city of Cleveland.
So one of the things that I become so passionate about, you know, with the different neighborhoods are working with a select number of developers that share my passion in renovating century homes, taking a home that's been standing for 100 years, 120 years, and gutting that home to the studs and making it ready to stand the test of time for the next 100 years. That wakes me up in the morning and gets me excited right away. The other parts of our neighborhood and welcoming new construction and participating in the design of the new construction and sharing the feedback that I've heard over the last 10 years from, you know, unlimited numbers of buyers and sellers and what they wish they could have and how they're hoping to find, you know, that perfect home. And, you know, having grown up with my stepfather, driving around the city, looking at houses, you know, doing open houses as young as 13 and 14 years old. It's just really an exciting time to be part of the story that's unfolding in Cleveland. And, you know, ultimately my favorite thing is meeting new people. And if I can combine both meeting new people, my passion for my city, and the love of Cleveland neighborhoods, to me, it barely feels like work.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I mean, when it's not supposed, if you love it, then it really isn't work, you know, and that's the cool thing about our business. So, I just want to welcome you to the, you know, to the eXp family. I mean, I've been telling, you know, I haven't been able to tell anybody actually, but, you know, a couple mutual friends, the ones that you know, I've been, I just had a conversation with that person about 30 minutes prior to hopping on this broadcast, and I genuinely said, you know what, I have absolutely loved working with Torry because she just genuinely is a great person who cares about people, right there. And I mean that's just the core. When you have a core value fit and about core values. The founder, Glenn Sanford, which I know you haven't had the pleasure of meeting Glenn yet, but you love him. He knows that growing this movement has to be about the core values. If someone's not a core value fit, then, no matter how much they love the platform, no matter how many homes they sell, they won't be invited to stay. And I just knew, you're just that fit. So I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful that we get to work together, and now we're partners in this amazing journey. So tell us a little bit about, you were very successful coming from Keller Williams. Great company, great office. They have amazing leaders there. I'm friends with almost all of the people that I know. Just great folks. You mentioned to me the other day, when you're like, I'm this decision to come isn't because, you had a falling out or anything like that. I'd love just a little bit about how the decision came for you to join eXp.
So you're right. There are nothing but wonderful people at Keller Williams, especially in the leadership. And for me, when I obtained my license, the first thing I did was interview every single broker that was on the market. And there simply was no other choice for me at the time to start and found the city team. And I founded the city team the very same month I got my license. I was excited to share my passion. I was excited to learn. And Keller Williams was the only place for me. They're just a great group of people. And, I didn't make this change lightly. I've enjoyed the better part of a decade with that company, and they are just wonderful people. But what I found is that I have been operating in the cloud for, again, the better part of a decade. I don't know if it's my IT background, my passion for the city, but I finally am at a point where to continue my growth, I really feel like I need a stronger city presence more than a suburban presence. And, wonderful people. I am still friends with each and every one of them and wish them and their families continued success and good health. And, this was just the right time, as excited as I was for my start 10 years ago with Keller Williams. This time for me with eXp was the only option. No other option makes sense for myself and the city team today.
Yeah. And we talked about all the different benefits, if you will. The fact that, you do want to grow your team, not to some ginormous,
No.
but you want quality people, but you want those people to have, you had mentioned to me, you want them to have the same opportunity to grow their business, just like you're growing your business, and have an opportunity to, actually have some ownership in the company. How cool is that?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Having people have, retirement options, that avenue with eXp is going to allow myself and every member of my team an opportunity that was never before heard of. And I couldn't be more proud to share that with them and watch their careers grow and flower in every path that they want to pursue.
Yeah. So people are commenting in here. Hey, Jen, love you too. Jen Murphy says, oh my God, love you too. We love you too, Jen. Welcome to eXp family. Thank you, Alfonso. You're getting all kinds of love and thumbs ups and kisses. And then there's Lacey. Here's Lacey. We'll put Lacey Carpenter. We're gonna bring her on in a minute, and I can't wait to chat with her. But no, you bring up a lot of great points. For me, I had an independent brokerage that I merged into this wonderful company about 9 months ago, and one of the biggest reasons for me was my agents, because I kind of shifted from where you're at in your business, which is growing your practice, to I was helping agents grow. I was just telling somebody today, what's your elevator speech? Are you able to articulate in a very easy, quick, and easily understandable way what you're about? I can tell you that I'm about helping agents grow their business, period. That's what I do. I feel like that's what I was put on earth to do. But I had to come through and, do the practice first and get that. And I knew that this was a better way for my agents. I knew it's a better way for future team leaders I'd love to partner with, just like you. It was just a better way. If it wasn't a better way, I would have just stayed an independent broker, that was actually something you were considering doing. You want to touch on that? Because that was your first, that was what you were going to do, right?
Right. I was going down the path of just having a very small boutique brokerage. I've never wanted to have a big 50-person team or company. I really wanted my team to feel like a family and to be close and to have every member of the team fully support and help every other member, not be in competition with one another, but be there for each other truly as the way a team functions, the way a family looks out for each other. And that was, where I was headed down this road. And all of a sudden I was having a conversation with a mutual friend, and he was like, before you start, having documents written for the city team brokerage, you might want to take a look. There's this really cool tech forward, cloud-based, cutting edge company that's not a franchise, that is just breaking the mold. And he was right. I was excited, and I quickly realized that I didn't require the city team brokerage. What I required was eXp.
That is so cool. Love it. Yeah, and you didn't make the decision in a snap. You had your financial advisor that you go to for all of your big decisions, meet with us. You did your due diligence, which I'm so proud of you for. Before I did this, I had a big decision. I had me plus 9 or 10 other lives that this was going to affect. So you took it seriously. I did 60 days of due diligence to make sure. I was poking holes in this thing left and right.
Oh.
I was the biggest, actually, I can tell you this. I was the biggest skeptic. I was probably a harder sell than everybody. But when I saw it, as my partner, Jay Kinder, says, I couldn't. And really, it is the better way. It was what I was actually trying to transform my independent brokerage into.
Exactly.
And they did it better than I could have on my own. Glenn Sanford, he's an absolute genius. So I got to give all credit to him.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't feel more the same or in line with you, and which is why it didn't make sense for me to create the city team brokerage when I could have the city team powered by eXp, which was so in line with my core values, not only allowing myself to grow, but more importantly than my growth, the members of my team, making sure that they have growth options and paths. My passion is the city of Cleveland, but my team members, their passion might be in a different area. I want to make sure that they have the latest tools and the best technology so that they can grow and thrive in the neighborhood that makes the most amount of sense for them, the neighborhood that they are most passionate about. And as a team and as a family, we can support one another and help each other grow.
Amazing. And of course, the revenue share isn't too bad either.
Yeah, that's not going to hurt my feelings. I can say that for sure.
That's amazing. Well, I am looking so forward to growing with you and linking arms with you and helping you grow your business and seeing you flourish in Ohio City and Tremont and downtown and just really Gordon Square. Yeah, I don't know all the niche neighborhoods like that. Gordon Square is where you live, right?
It is. Don't you worry. The city team will teach you about all of them. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be coming to them brokers opens down there. I'm gonna learn it. I was downtown at a different development from a friend, and it was pretty. I love going to see those opens. Although I'm not in fully practice, I only really work with close friends and family. That's really all I work with as far as clients at this point. And if one of them wants to buy something downtown, you're the person I'm definitely coming to because you know the ins and outs. It's about being an expert. We taught it actually at NAEA for years, how to be the undisputed person. Like when someone thinks of this particular area, they think of the city team and Torry. And I know that there's some really other great agents that work down in that area, but you've done through the branding and just really genuinely taking care of people and growing your network what you're supposed to do, as far as growing your business and your practice. So great job.
Thank you. And you are absolutely right. There are some amazing city agents that I have had the absolute pleasure of doing transactions with over the last 10 years. And I look forward to working with each and every one of them. They are absolutely spectacular. They're smart, they're caring, and they love Cleveland.
And we love Cleveland too. How about them Cavs? They got to make it happen tonight.
Yes. Let's
go, LeBron. Don't let us down. No. Hey, Lacey, if you want to, hop back in there, we can get Lacey. Unfortunately, this B Live isn't being nice to us, and we can only have one person on at a time. But anything, if anybody's interested in finding out why Torry made the move from a brokerage that she absolutely loves and leaders that she absolutely loves to come join us on this adventure for eXp, send her a private message, send her a message, and she will be happy to break time out. And if you're a real estate professional in the area, she's just a great mentor that you can ask anything to. She's going to tell you from the heart. And but if you have a reason to wonder why, and if I was you, I'd be, I know why. But if you're out there and you're an agent and you're like wondering why, this girl's doing 10 million plus in volume, everything on top of the world branding. Why would she, literally do a 360 and join this company that I've heard of before, but I'm not quite sure anything about, eXp? You need to contact this young lady and listen to every word. And if you're listening with both ears, you won't be able to sleep at night. That's what's going to happen. That's what happened with me. And then you're going to probably want some questions, and I'm happy to answer those questions as well. But you definitely want to connect with Miss McJunkins. So, if you want to come on, go right ahead and click that link, and you can boot Torry off. But we'll just chat until she does. But anything else you want? What's going on? By the way, what's happening in Cleveland? What's the hottest developments going on?
Oh, wow. There are so many great places, so many fun neighborhoods. Living in Gordon Square, obviously that's near and dear to my heart. There are great opportunities in Ohio City for townhome living with rooftop views of downtown and the lake. And of course, we have that in Battery Park as well. We have an exciting amount of new construction that's coming into the area, and I can't wait to be able to share all of those details, because we're really going to be taking new construction to an entirely new level, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, and I just can't wait to share all the information. There's a lot of renovated, gut to the stud century homes that are beautiful. Especially when you can get under contract with them and your buyers can make the selections. They can choose what color hardwood floor they want, cabinets, countertops, essentially have a custom home in less than 4 months instead of having to wait 10 to 12 months for a new build from scratch.
Love it. You are the person. If I was going down there to buy something, I would call nobody else but you to help guide me the way, because especially if you're coming in from out of town and you just don't know what you don't know, you need an expert. You need Torry. You need the city team and her team. They're amazing. Just don't bother calling anyone else. She's your girl. And I'm so happy to be in business with you. So I don't think Lacey's going to sign on. So maybe what we'll do? We'll do a 30-day update. We'll do another one, and we'll make sure Lacey's involved in that one. I know she's spending time with family. And I know this, you're so busy right now, you don't have time to go to the beach right now. You got appointments to hit, houses to sell, people to help. The beach, that looks very tempting, actually.
Absolutely. Well, Al, I couldn't be more excited to be in business with you and eXp, and I'm very excited about the future.
I am too. Well, thanks for joining me. You have a great day. And as we say at NAEA, Kinder Reese. Torry and I will see you at the top or from the top. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks. Bye-bye.